Some people living in a North Olmsted high-rise apartment complex say they are fed up with having to live with pests. But according to the North Olmsted Building Department, bugs are not the only issue plaguing the Westbury Apartments.
As 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis reports, the city says Westbury management is in the midst of trying to solve hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines and structural violations at that complex. Now, before we get into it, we want to warn you, some of this video may make your skin crawl.
I think about having my newborn daughter crawling around on the floor and one of these guys going in her ear or her mouth.
Richard Wilson showed us some of the roaches he and his wife caught crawling around their unit at the Westbury Apartments in North Olmsted. And showed us video of the bugs trying to make their escape in their kitchen.
I just accepted it for the first couple weeks, months, and then I started to notice, this is really bad. And I started noticing they're in my food. And when I wake up, they're in my coffee pot.
And Wilson says management here at the Westbury has made several attempts to take care of the bug problem at his unit and others here at the complex, but he says a more extensive effort needs to be made, and he says he's so frustrated he's now gone to Rocky River Municipal Court to put his rent in escrow. But the city of North Olmsted says bugs aren't the only issue at the Westbury. The city taking Westbury Holdings and NM Residential to court, imposing $400,000 in building violations at the beginning of the year for major structural issues at the complex, including the building's fascia, parking deck, and balconies. City inspectors are now calling on the Cuyahoga County Board of Health to look into the bug problem.
As a tenant, nobody wants to live in an environment where you have bugs or pests. I certainly wouldn't, and I don't think anyone else would.
We've taken the phone calls over the last day or two.
Kevin Brennan with the Cuyahoga Board of Health confirms sanitarians will inspect the Westbury in the coming days because of tenant complaints. Brennan says NM Residential has a good track record of pest maintenance and adds tenants must also play a role in preventing the problem by keeping their units clean. The company responded immediately to our story saying NM Residential is vigilant in its efforts to provide safe and high-quality amenities to our residential communities, and the well-being of our residents is top priority. The company also addressed the ongoing structural repairs at the complex, saying, "We are diligently working to complete these repairs in accordance with the agreement. NM Residential has invested at least $5 million in improvements." Still, though, Wilson says he and his family are now looking for a new place to live.
Oh, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. We're gone. We're gone. It's a done deal. There is no fix this and we'll stay.
Reporting in North Olmsted, I'm News 5 investigator Joe Paganakis.
Oh, wow, Joe. And if there's something you think the News 5 investigator should look into, all you have to do is send an email to investigatortips@wews.com.